What has changed? Now Democrats want to shut down the government to try to stop President Trump. In focus now, Republican Congressman Michael McCaul of the great state of Texas. And he was in that meeting with Vice President Vance this morning. First of all, give me maybe some details that we might not know out of that meeting.
Well, the vice president gave a very impassioned speech about how this CR actually cuts discretionary spending. It allows us to maintain our border operations and deportations under ICE, and also allows DOJ to go forward with its cost-cutting, eliminating procedures. So I think most importantly, we're in the majority now. You know, the White House, House, Senate. If we shut down the government, that errs against us. And this is the first time, Harris, I've seen the Democrats actually talking about shutting down the federal government. If that's what they want to do, it will not be popular with the American people. Lastly, this is a necessary step so that we can get to reconciliation. Time, is of the essence right now that we get to this reconciliation where we increase border spending, border defense, border security, the DOD, our military, energy, and get to the tax cuts to extend Trump's tax cuts. Otherwise, we'll have the largest tax cut in American history. That's what's at stake right now.
Right, and that's what I've been talking about this morning. I mean, with all the talk of tariffs and everything else. I mean, for one part, people understand what it means, and they know they're going to have to watch this play out for a certain period of time. So there's that. But if you have a tax hike in the middle of everything, and they're what the president put in process in 2017, so they work for the economy because they've been there,
right.
That just makes that is not common sense.
That's right. And just so everybody understands, they will expire if Congress does not act in reconciliation. And again, it would be the largest tax increase in American history. We can't afford that right now with this economy. And that's why I think passing the CR to keep the government open, keep DOJ open, our Border Patrol open, it's actually a decrease in discretionary spending, as I mentioned, but then go forward to the next step of reconciliation. If we battle over the CR, it will delay reconciliation to a point where we're going to lose momentum. Now is the time to do it.
Well, and I understand. So in the Senate, you would need 60. You think you've got this in the House, so it goes to the Senate. And Hakeem Jeffries, has already said he's not even sure on, anywhere in moderate districts if all Democrats would go against this. I don't know if he's also speaking from the Senate, or for the Senate, I should say. So there's a good chance this could go forward, but you're going to need Democrats in the Senate to help you out. We're watching stem to stern. Let's get to this. It's about Afghanistan and that botched withdrawal. One of the alleged terrorists behind the 2021 Abbey Gate bombing at Kabul airport is now in United States custody. He appeared in a Virginia courtroom yesterday, 50 days into President Trump's administration. Under the Biden administration, he was on the run for 3.5 years. Where there's a will, there's a way is what I keep saying about this. The bombing killed, as we know, 13 American service members during Biden's disastrous withdrawal from that country. A Marine who was wounded that day told us this.
President Trump himself, I mentioned, he's like, you were wounded at Abbey Gate, and I was like, yes, sir, Mr. President, my friend and mentor Hoover was killed next to me. And he said, yes, I know Darren Taylor Hoover. Just to have the president know who he is and to truly understand and be coherent enough to say and work with these families and be friends for them. The Trump administration has been there for them when the previous administration was not.
I'm curious, does catching a guy like this accused of, that type of terrorism, that type of killing, does that send a message? Does that help us catch other bad guys?
No, yeah, 100%. It's all about deterrence. And the Marine you just interviewed was our star witness in my Afghanistan hearings that as chairman of Foreign Affairs. We got to the bottom of what happened. But the fact that 3 years and they couldn't capture the guy who was a top planner of the suicide bombing at Abbey Gate that killed 13 service members and 170 Afghans and wounded so many more. This is a great day for America, but it's also a great day for the Abbey Gate families that have gone through so much under the Biden administration, where you would never recognize them, never talk to them, looked at his watch at Dover Air Base. I find it interesting, Harris, don't you, that within almost a month, we have the intelligence to nail this guy that the Biden administration couldn't do.
Congressman McCaul, so great to have you today. Thank you.
Thank you, Harris.